Okay, so we got to talk about this 2-year battle between Nintendo and Palworld, because for about 2 years, Nintendo been trying to sue Palworld since they launched, and we're going to go through the full timeline and talk about it, because I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the most anti-gaming lawsuits to ever happen. So what's up, you guys? Shade here, back with some more gaming news, because hey, I ain't gonna lie, like I usually do quick gaming news, but this one gonna be a little bit lengthy right here, because you know, this is a whole timeline of the lawsuit that Nintendo been having towards Palworld, and a lot of people have been against Nintendo, even Nintendo fans. Like, I like Nintendo, like don't get me wrong, I like Pokemon and all like that, but the whole lawsuit been absolutely stupid, and I think nobody actually like what Nintendo have been doing. And if you do, then more than likely you are a fanboy that's going to defend Nintendo no matter what. Like I said, I like Nintendo, but you can't defend them for everything they be doing, because they be screwing up. They really do. So this right here is from Rager YT on Twitter, and it says this, or X, whatever you want to call it, and it said Nintendo versus Palworld is the most entertaining legal battle in gaming history, which I agree with that. I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of agree with that. So it says, here is the full timeline. January 2024, Palworld launches in early access. 2.1 million concurrent Steam players in the first weekend, which is a record, by the way. The internet mockingly calls it Pokemon with guns. Pocketpair says nothing. And right, you don't want to say nothing, because the whole thing is you let the game speak for itself. And all they had to do was just look at the numbers run up, because Pocketpair did not imagine this success. They said this themselves, they did not see the success coming. Now, September 2024, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed a lawsuit against Pocketpair at Tokyo District Court. 3 specific patents about gameplay mechanics: throwing a ball with a success probability indicator to capture creatures, using directional inputs to aim and launch a capture device at a creature, real-time switching between rideable creatures, and then it says Nintendo demands initial compensation of 10 million yen and an injunction to stop the game. You guys, you gotta think about this. They literally was trying to shut this game down, trying to sue them into oblivion, and on top of that, the whole mechanic thing, they were trying to go ahead and make it to where you cannot use a capture mechanic to capture a monster, which, by the way, no, certain mechanics should not be for one company to where they have a pattern where they be like, oh no, you can't use it, like the rideable animals, like to be able to ride on the creatures, animals, or whatever you want to call it, monsters. No, that should not be a pattern. There's so many games that do that. That's a common thing that just happens just in real life. People ride on horses and stuff like that. Like, no. Like, I can understand it's a creative mechanic that it's just never seen before. Okay, that's fine, but no, this has been seen so many times. October 2025, the Japan Patent Office rejects one of the court patents in the case. The examiner describes it as lacking sufficient inventiveness. The prior art used to reject it is a 2013 Pokemon fan game. Nintendo accused the patent office of acting extremely inappropriately for citing content that infringes their own copyright, which that is crazy. They try using a fan-made game to go ahead and try to sue Palworld using it as evidence. No, because another thing about the fan games, Nintendo be trying to take those things down too. So how you gonna try to use something that you completely against, which is absolutely insane, I ain't gonna lie. But July 2026, the patent office rejects another key patent for the second time this month. Nintendo argues the examiner cannot use proper nouns like Pikachu or Ash. The examiner responds that even with reformulation language, the logic of the rejection remains unchanged. Nintendo suggests the fan gameplay video might be a fake animation rather than real gameplay. The patent office calls the theory too absurd to take seriously. And at this point, Pokemon and the Nintendo company just start taking L after L when it comes to the lawsuits, and rightfully so. They deserve to lose this own lawsuit, because it really is anti-gaming. So, and then another thing too that I want to bring up as well, the patent office called Nintendo theory too absurd to take seriously. They literally said, hey, we don't give a fuck what y'all say, y'all in the wrong here. And then it goes on to say, meanwhile, Palworld launches 1.0, 961,000 concurrent Steam players at peak, 30.5 million copies sold, $700 million in revenue. Mobile game is in development, and also the next court hearing is October 1st in Tokyo District Court. Verdict expected November. Maximum damage if Nintendo wins approximately $66,000. That's how they'll get if they win. Y'all wasted all this money trying to sue Palworld just to get $66,000, and that's if y'all win. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, what do they think they doing? But it says, do you think Nintendo has any chance of winning this case? No, I don't think they have a chance of winning this case. And if they do, you only gonna get $66,000. But I gotta say, man, shout out to Palworld, shout out to Pocketpair. They did a great job, and I love Palworld. I ain't gonna lie, Palworld's a fire game. I've been playing on my PlayStation for now. I'm in the works to try to get a gaming PC that I'm trying to build to play it on there, because I see some mods that you can do in there that make the game look better, and I'm looking forward to that. But you guys, I want to hear y'all thoughts and what y'all think about this whole entire situation. I do plan on covering the October 1st case, the hearing or whatever for that, whenever that comes out, the information comes out. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and follow me if you want more quick gaming news and news on this right here, because I got to talk about this more often, because I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Shade, and I am out.